Welcome back to World Sport on a seismic day for football and everybody involved in the wake of the announcement of proposals for a new European Super League.
12 of Europe's leading football clubs have today come together to announce they have agreed to establish a new midweek competition, the Super League.
Lined up to show their intention to create a breakaway European Super League. Should that alone be enough for them to face immediate backlash?
I think that is.
The football world was outraged. In the days following the announcement, fans took to the streets in protest. Some fans even broke into Old Trafford. And of course, everybody got involved on social media.
This is, for me, a war on football.
I'm disgusted, absolutely disgusted.
But what drove the owners of these 12 clubs to make such a controversial decision? Debt. Between them, the 12 clubs had a reported $7.5 billion debt. Florentino Perez, the president of the Super League, said, "Either we do something now or a lot of clubs will go bankrupt." In the end, the Super League went away, but there still remains a big problem that needs to be solved. How did things get to this point, and is European football really headed for bankruptcy? Welcome to Pitch Productions. It's time for you to understand debt in football. Football clubs make money in a variety of ways, but their main sources of income are match day revenue, commercial revenue, and broadcast revenue. These sources are considered guaranteed, as the money is received according to contractual agreements with sponsors, or just for playing games throughout the season. During this past decade, revenue in European football has seen a steady increase year on year. A big reason for this is social media. Clubs have made a real effort to grow their social media following to reach fans in China, India, and the US, countries which make up almost half of the world's population.
It's 50%.
By growing their brand worldwide, clubs have been able to negotiate better broadcast and commercial deals, as well as attract more tourists to the stadiums on match days. The money-making ability of clubs is very strong now, to the point where even during a down year during the pandemic, the 20 richest clubs in the world still made $8.2 billion between them. The obvious question to ask now is, if business has been this good for so long, why are these clubs in so much debt? Debt works with football clubs in the same way it works with you or me. Spend more than you earn and you're in debt. Only difference is these clubs spend and earn a lot of money. So what is it that clubs spend so much money on? Players are the most valuable asset that a football club has, as they are the single biggest factor in growing a club's brand. For example, when Messi moved from FC Barcelona to PSG, he almost doubled their Instagram following. But with all the star power that Messi has, PSG don't just buy him because he brings in more money. PSG, like all clubs, buy players to win on the field.
Are champions of Europe once again.
Success on the field not only brings in more money, but more importantly, winning is what the fans want. Every football fan wants a successful team that they can be proud of. And the fact that all clubs are competing for the best players means that player wages and transfer fees are reaching ridiculous levels. Last year alone, the 20 Premier League clubs spent €1.7 billion on transfer fees.
Prices are soaring up.
We have seen how clubs make money and how they spend it. But to really understand debt in football, there is one missing piece in the puzzle, and that is who is lending money to football clubs. Back in 2019, Atletico Madrid and FC Barcelona made two of the most expensive transfers in football history. João Felix to Atletico Madrid for €126 million and Antoine Griezmann to FC Barcelona for €120 million. These deals were made possible by 23 Capital, which is a capital solutions provider for the sports and music business. 23 Capital financed both deals and countless others over the years. It is reported that they have lent European clubs around $2 billion so far. Other ways clubs can borrow money is by taking out bank loans or signing players and paying in installments. 6 of the 12 Super League clubs have bank debt related to renovating or building new stadiums in the past 20 years. The reason that clubs with so much debt are able to take on more debt is because they can leverage their most valuable assets, such as their players, their stadium, and their global brand, all of which generate guaranteed income, which we mentioned earlier in the video. But is any income really guaranteed? A pandemic in 2019 led to the suspension of the European football season. No matches being played meant that the money stopped coming in. And that was a major wake-up call for everybody involved with money in football. Match day revenue is not guaranteed. Broadcast revenue is not guaranteed. Commercial revenue is not guaranteed. Football clubs have been operating in a very risky way financially and were allowed to take on more and more debt just by leveraging what they thought was guaranteed income. And it took a global pandemic to really shine a light on debt in football. Since then, football regulators have done more to limit a football club's spending, but a lot more needs to be done to take control of the massive issue of debt in football.